everyone, and welcome back to another round of Mom Q&A with Mamas Uncut, where we talk about parenting, motherhood, relationships, and so much more based off of your anonymous questions. Again, we got Lisa and Mindy. Hey, guys.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Let's get started, shall we? I want to leave my husband, but I don't know where to start. We have been married for 7 years, together for 10, and have one daughter, but I'm not happy anymore. He's not abusive. I literally just can't stand being around him. We haven't slept in the same bed or have had sex in years. We've hardly even kissed. I feel like more of a roommate, maid, nanny, while he's out living his life and making his dreams come true. To top it off, I'm still in love with my ex, who is still in love with me, but lives in a different state. The problem is that I'm a stay-at-home mom with none of my own income. I hate confrontation and I have no idea where to start the divorce proceedings since I have no money of my own. I feel completely trapped and alone and don't know if I'm ever going to get out of this crap marriage. Please help.
Wow.
There's a lot in there.
There's a lot in there.
Short paragraph. I mean, the thing is, I think the main thing that's stalling her, probably, it could be the money, but I feel like she's afraid of the confrontation of it. That may be the crux of the matter. And I would also say to her, if she were my friend, to not get the fantasy of the old relationship and someone liking her. And I don't think that should factor into this at all, because that's a fantasy at this point and it's not an actual relationship. So focusing on that, it looks amazing and it seems amazing because you're not doing it and you're not living with that person and doing the ups and downs of life. Like, do not let that be in your mind through all of this. So yeah, I think just if you want to do it, just go forward with it. It's pretty inexpensive to actually file, right, Lisa?
Yes.
Yeah. So just do it. Just step forward and do it. Things might be uncomfortable for a little bit, but if what she says is true and she's very unhappy and everything and she's going forward in this, just do it now. Just stop wasting time and wasting your life. Just do it.
Well, my guess is he's going to be happy too, right?
They've been separated essentially.
Right. And so just making it, a clean break in a way where there's really no hard feelings so you can co-parent effectively together. That's an amazing outcome, right? Because then both sides are happy and the kid, while they might have a split family, the kid at least has a functional one and potentially more functional than
what's going on right now
together right now, because that's a totally different type of family and type of dynamic. But yeah, like if this is a life decision that's too scary to take, like all the things that come next are just as challenging, right? Because you've got to go get on your own 2 feet. You got to go find a job. Absolutely do not touch this other relationship out of the gate. And do not leave your husband because you think the grass is greener over here. You do not know that. And I am speaking absolutely from experience on this particular topic. I was smart enough to like contain it and put it in its place and recognize that no matter what, I was never leaving my kids. Right. And that was a boundary for me in this entire process, regardless of what happened in this other relationship. And so, yeah, I mean, you've got to have the nerve to take care of yourself, and you've got to have the nerve to do what's right. And I guarantee you, he's not. He may be angry, and surprised, but once he sleeps on it, it's probably what he wants to.
Yeah. I mean, I do think at this point it's a little too far gone and that, things just kind of need to end where they are. And I think it's probably better because you don't want your daughter to think this is how a relationship should be, where, there's barely any communication, there's no affection, anything like that. But I also think that, if you want to give it another try, I hear a lot of resentment in this, in that he's out living his life and making his dreams come true. Sounds like she might not want to be a stay-at-home mom. Sounds like she has a few things that she wants to do too. So maybe you sit down your husband and say, look, I no longer want to be a stay-at-home mom. let's find some childcare and let me go live my dream too. That could potentially help your relationship, because to me it looks like, oh, I just have to stay home while he's out doing all these things. Well, that's not necessarily the case. And have you talked about that?
Absolutely. And look, she needs to take some agency in this, right? Like, it's your life. You have a say in it.
Controlling you. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all we got for you guys. We'll see you next week.